Okay, we're on our way down to Torquay today, Sunday morning. Going to see my relative down there, my cousin. Stop on the driveway for a few days and chill out down there. Anyway, for the last 40 miles or so, my battery light's been coming on. Intermittently, sort of like as you go over bumps and stuff like that. So whether the alternator it's a new one. I put it on about 18 months ago. I've had no issues with it now since I put it on. So I don't see why it is now. Anyway, the light's flashing on and on as I go along. It goes off for a while. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull in at junction 8, which is the turning where you can go down to Rossendale and off on down to Newport and Cardiff. So we're going to pull into the next services, which is junction 8, and it's called Streatham. I think that's the name of it, how you pronounce it. So we're going to pull in there, going to get the multimeter out of the boot, and we're going to check over a few things. I wouldn't have thought it's the alternator. I mean, it's new, shouldn't be any issues with it. I checked over everything before I left, and there was no issues with all the electrics, so, well, charging wise anyway. So we're going to pull in up here. It's a nice morning, nice easy drive. Always set off early whenever I go anywhere. And we're going to check it over. I wouldn't have thought it's going to be busy here, so we're going to pull in. I'll go and open the boot up, so just bear with me for a minute while I get out and get myself sorted. But we're going to stop here for about 40 minutes, have a cup of tea, a sandwich and that. So got to pull a few things out my boot to get a few parts out of there, because I carry quite a lot of spares. I've got alternators in there, starter motors, fan belts. I always carry loads of tools, loads of parts. I like to be able to fix things when they break. Good little service is this. Long while since I've been in here, about 4 or 5 years. But look at that, eh? Nice sunny morning. Makes a change. And this is a good spot. You can park on the right down there at the services where the big trucks are, or you can park in this one here. I've never really noticed this one before when I pulled in. I've always gone on to the car section. But this is an handy one here. Like all services, you usually get 2 hours, and after that you've got to pay. But we're only going to be here about half an hour, 40 minutes or so. Just want to check this out. It could be a big thing. It might be a load of hassle and I've got to mess about sorting it out. So we're just going to check it out, see what's what. And yeah, let's go and have a look in the boot, see if we can find anything. What's wrong? Get a few tools out. Get the wife, put the kettle on. Okay, let's go and have a look. Nothing. Okay, just gonna get my lamp out of the boot and we'll get underneath and have a quick look, see what's what. I think I've found what it is now. The plug's moving in the back of the alternator. There should be a clip on it, but there's no. So you'll see in a second. We're going to put the video on back on now. You'll see it. Watch. Right, watch the battery part now. I'm underneath now, and the wife's filming this. Watch. as I wiggle the battery, the actual plug that fits in the back of the alternator, the light will come on. There's no clip holding the plug that you push in. Yeah, you can push the plug in and it'll click, but you usually have a spring that you pull up on the top of it and it holds the plug nice and sturdy. I think that's what's missing. I've got a spare one in the boot, so we're going to dig that one out. Okay, just got this old Bosch out of my boot, my locker at the back, and my IMO. This is the old one. It still works, nothing wrong with it, but I'll put a new one on and I'll use this as a backup. Anyway, this is the clip that's missing on the new alternator. It's either fell off or it was never on. Never noticed. Probably my fault, but I never noticed whether it was there or not. Anyway, the plug's starting to move now. That's why it's the light was coming on the dash, the battery light. Anyway, I'm going to take this one off and if I can pick up some new ones of these clips. This has got like little loops in the end. The new ones I've seen on the internet, they seem to just be flat and just push in the end, but I'll see if we can get hold of the original ones. Anyway, we're going to take that clip off now. We're going to fit it on the other one. Yep, that's in. Clips in now, as you can see there. That's going to come out. It's in at both ends, so push the plug in. And you'll see how the clip goes. See how it goes? It slides up that little slanted bit there, watch. And drops in that bit at the top. There you go, do you hear the click? That's in now. Spot on. Shouldn't have any issues with that now. Yeah, all done. Yeah, sorted. Okay, let's start it up. Let's see if the light stays off. Okay, still got the leads connected, as you can see. 12.6 battery light, and that's on. There you go, all sorted. All that hassle, that tiny little spring coming off your alternator. What was happening, because the clip was off, every time you went over a bump or whatever rocked the vehicle, the plug was moving. And now it's not going to come out now. No charging, everything's good. So, simple little job, but could have been a load of bloody hassle if I wouldn't have had a multimeter with me. Always pays to have a few bits with you. Anyway, now we've got all that all sorted. Simple fix at the end, so that's good. So we're going to crack on now. Finish my tea and my sarnie, and then we're going to get cracking down to Torquay. Finish our little trip off down there. Look at that sun. Yeah, let's get going. I'm going to let the video roll on for a bit, because in a bit when I hit the motorway after we leave the services. I'll show you the dash again where the battery light is, so show you that it's not any faults, it's not flickering on and off. This car park has got some bleeding big potholes in it, so if you've got a caravan, make sure you don't go down some of these holes that are quite deep. I mean, I know you can navigate through them, but shit happens and sometimes you do drop in them, but some of them are deep. So watch how you're going when you're going through here. That one's pretty deep there, and this one coming up. That's a deep one there, and long. And this one's just as bad here on the corner. Right, well, we was rocking about quite a bit there as we went out. The light wasn't coming on. The dash video will come on now as we get to the end of this slip road, go down the roundabout. And then we'll get up to speed, get back on the M5, heading down south. Whenever we've been down to Cardiff to see the other cousin, our Cathy down at in Cardiff, we always go down Rossum Way. Such a nice run. No toll charges neither one way or the other. Straight the way down. It's a good run. Plenty of stop offs on the way as well. Takes you all the way down to the M4. Get some speed up. There you go. All flickering, which it was doing before. Just a little clip on your alternator. You know, sometimes you think it's the alternator, you think it'd be something else. Always check that the plug's in before you start thinking about your module or whatever it is on the back of the alternator. That's all good. Quite happy the way it turned out. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.